What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. We in these streets. A career year last year, 49 catches, 600 yards. I think he was the leading touchdown getter? As far as reception wise, he had 7 touchdowns, which was a career high as well. Career high numbers across the board. Big time, he can make big time catches. Sometimes he'll have some lapses, but Tolbert makes some big time catches. And you see right here, he's a red zone guy. Let me just keep it real. Jalen Tolbert is a red zone guy. Those 7 touchdowns, he has good hands. Not supreme speed, he's more like a 4 or 5 guy. But, you know, I like Tolbert. You know, like I said, he is like the Cedric Wilson. I like Cedric Wilson and what he brought to the table because he was a multiple guy. And he was a sneaky guy. Now, obviously some sneaky receptions, but like I said, really work this guy in the red zone because this guy can really be effective in that red zone, and he has really good hands in that red zone. And that's why I really like Jalen Tolbert. As I said before, when he came out of South Alabama, I was really loving him. That 2022 draft, I was really on my draft stuff, man, and I had mocked Jake Ferguson, Sam Williams, and Jalen Tolbert, all in multiple drafts, and I'll show you that at the end of this tape. But Jalen Tolbert, I mocked multiple times in the draft because I really liked him. You saw Michael Gallup was kind of on his way out. Cedric Wilson was gone, so you saw this guy could be the next guy that could really bring stability to the receiver room. Obviously, that rookie year was a wash. The next year, you're like, okay, what is Jalen Tolbert? Then you saw him last year, and you're like, okay, we like him, but we kind of maybe know what he is now. So since we know what he is, I think, like I said, manipulate him in that red zone, work him in the slot. I think that third receiver position, because I think the top 5 is already set as far as the receiver room. When you look at CD, Pickens, Turpin, Mingo, and Tolbert, that 6th spot is going to be battled out. But I'm really interested to see who's going to take that 3rd spot. Will it be Tolbert? Will he take that 3rd receiver spot and be that guy who gets those reps? Will it be Turpin? I like Turpin as the 3rd guy in that slot because his suddenness, his quickness is just different. And that's just a different element to add. And then you add in a Tolbert or a Mingo because this is not going to be a bad receiver room. I think it will be a good receiver room. A lot of people ain't talking about it, but when you added Pickens, now it makes Mingo better. Now it makes Turpin better. This is his career high. Well, his high game this year, not career high, but his high game this year. But now you got a Pickens. Now Tolbert becomes even better. Now Mingo becomes better. Turpin becomes better. So those guys' skill sets will be more open because now you got a Pickens out there. So it's going to be interesting to see who battles for that 3rd. I got Turpin as my kind of favorite, but we'll see what happens because I just like his suddenness and what he can do. But I like what Jalen Tolbert brings, and I feel like he can get another deal with Dallas. He can get another contract with the Cowboys because I don't think his market will be huge. It'll be decent. And you know what? You got a good quarterback. Dallas is a good area. You feel me? This may be something good for you to come back, you know, and get that 2nd deal, and it won't be crazy expensive. But you might see the whole contract through, Jalen Tolbert. So this might be your home in the future. I wouldn't mind giving him. He's a good team player. I just like what he does for the team. So I would definitely want to bring Jalen Tolbert back. I want to see what happens this year. Does he add on to what he did, last year with the career highs across the board? Does he add to it? You know, what would his role be in this Schottenheimer offense?